and welcome. This is Ruth, and it's Christmas Eve 2024, and I'm about to open my last window in my crafty advent calendar from Spellbinders. But I just want to say a great big thank you to everybody who's been watching from day one. I've made lots of new friends, I've got lots of new subscribers, and I've been really, really happy, absolutely delighted, in fact, to read all of the really lovely comments that you've left every day. I haven't had time to reply to them all yet, but I definitely will, because I really do appreciate you taking the time not only to watch, but to leave me lovely comments as well. Now, although this is the last day, and I'm actually quite sad to see the last little window opened, I would love it if you would just stay tuned and don't disappear and come back next year, because I'll have loads and loads of other things coming up from Spellbinders and from other places as well. And I hope you've enjoyed your time here over the last 23 days, 24 now. And I hope that you will come back and watch throughout the year as well, because I hope there'll be lots of fun things for you too, and that you'll enjoy your time here. Anyhow, if you subscribe and hit the notification bell, you'll be kept up to date with everything as it comes along, because although there'll be lots of videos, they just won't be every day the way they have been for the last lot of days. I never thought when I started that I was going to be able to keep up to one a day. There were just 2 days that I did two calendar days in one. And, well, I'm quite surprised, but I was enjoying it so much I didn't really want to stop. I'll be better prepared if Spellbinders send me a calendar next year. I definitely will. But look at this. I have an absolute heap of cards, a couple of bookmarks, maybe just the one bookmark actually, and the rest are all cards. And I've been making these every day so far with all the fantastic products that you'll find inside your advent calendar. It's absolutely amazed me, because I didn't expect it to be so good. I had no idea what all was going to be in here. And certainly I've been totally impressed by the amount of dies and really fabulous things to find. So this is yesterday's. That was a beautiful little kitten. And yes, some of you have said the string should be the same colour as the ribbon around here. And yeah, I know that, but I just thought it looked nice against the red balloon to have a white bit there and the red bit on the cat. Just forgive me for that. I did know that. And I'm going to open number 24 today. That was Nico you saw earlier, my lovely little doggy. He's a little King Charles Cavalier. And I thought I would just pop on for just a second or two and let you see who I am. I'm not too comfortable on the other side of the camera, but that was us just for a second or two. Right, let's get in here. Let's see what number 24 holds. There it is. And here we go. Oh, lovely, another lovely little die set. So we've got a gorgeous little suitcase, and then these are the little stitched details for the strap, little locks and a handle, and then other little embellishments to go onto it. That's an absolutely fabulous way to use a die set that we can have for sort of going on travels and all sorts of things. I know loads of people, in fact there are 2 in my family who they always travel. They just love to travel. So this would just be ideal for them. But as we're traveling into a new year, this is just a lovely way to begin. So I'm going to do some die cutting, and I'll be back in 2 ticks. These are all the little pieces cut out then, but I just wanted to show you there's different things you can do with these as well, because although this is the actual suitcase and then this is the little panel that would go on top, look at the shape of that and just the way it's laid out. There are little dots on it, and it's just really good for a little sentiment. That one there is a little ticket shape, so you could use that for all sorts of things. Little panels. So although it makes a suitcase, you will get extra uses out of it as well. These then are the little straps that go down over the top. That'll go over this. But you'll see me making this up in a minute, but that you'll need to cut this one out twice. So that's the long one. There's 2 pieces on it, as you can see there, this long piece, and then this one which goes on top. It's not going to stay there until I glue it. But this one here then is the little handle. That's here. And then these 2 little buckles, and one of those will go on there. I'm going to glue that on straight. It does look odd at the moment, I know. And then this other one will get layered up and put on the other side there. This little piece here is cutting out decorative pieces, so it's a little circle and a little stitched triangle and then a little airplane. So they'll just go as decorative features on your panel, on your little suitcase. And then we've got a little ticket, and I think those are probably little patches as well for your suitcase. So I just thought that it would be really nice to notice that you can actually use some of these other little pieces for different things too. Now I'm going to go ahead and glue all of this together, and you can watch as I do that. And I kind of like these colours, so you can let me know in the comments down below what colour you'd have used. I was sort of going to go for blue and green because it's a kind of vintage style suitcase. I was sort of looking at different colours for it, but I wanted it to be kind of bright for the card too. Now I know, before you tell me, I know that the cream or the ivory is not the most practical colour for a suitcase, but it is for a little card, so we'll go with that one. I think the handle should go on next, because when you get that in the centre, then you'll see exactly where you need to put these little straps. So I just put a little bit of glue on there and pop this in here. I've put little 3D foam pads on the back of that, and I've also gone ahead and made another one to match it. So it's similar colours but not exactly the same, and it sort of tones in so it'll match the card. I've got a little top fold card here, and then I've taken a panel of this beautiful card from beautiful paper from the Woodland Tales paper pack. And you can tell I love that. Look at that lovely shine off that. So that's going to match in really well with this. But I thought the two suitcases got kind of lost on it. You didn't see them stand out just well enough. So I'm going to glue that on, and then a little 2-inch panel down the centre here, and put these on. So I'll glue these together first of all. So you can see, just to finish that, I've taken the happy birthday banner from, I think it was day 2, possibly 2 or 3, and I have popped, day 3 probably, I cut that out in maroon, and I popped it up on a piece of cream card to match the background here. It lets that happy birthday show through more clearly, and I've put it on 3D foam pads, which you should be able to see there, and it should tie all of that together. Now, if you want a more kind of real vintage look with that, you could do a little bit of inking. You could even emboss this back panel. I wanted it more clean cut, but definitely a bit of inking around the edges, and the ink around the edge of this as well would be really, really lovely and bring that into really more of a vintage look. What colours would you have used? Greens and blues, or browns and greys? Or let me know down below. I'm always interested to know what kind of colour schemes other people like. But also just let me know down below what you think of that one, and if you've enjoyed watching. And sadly for me, it's the end of the Advent calendar for this year anyhow. I do hope I get another one next year. It's not the end of me doing stuff for Spellbinders, so please do come back. But I have to say, I've really, really enjoyed this an awful lot more than I expected to at the start. And I've really, really enjoyed your company along the way. Thank you so, so much for making it so special. And all to say now is happy crafting and happy Christmas, and a happy new year to everyone as well. Thanks again. Bye bye.